Hadi onu soralım bakalım.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower.
Söyle bakalım.
Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Hangisi sizce? Gördüğü konusunda yalan mı söyledi? Gördüğü başka bir şey mi?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something
O zaman elindekini
else.
açıkla.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
Fitz'in elinde bahçe küreğiyle Pointer Tower'a çıkmasına bir sebebi var mı?
Fitz. Nope. Fitz. Almost. Maybe just change.
Buna baktık.
Fitz. That's not right. Fitz. That's not right
Bu da
either.
değil.
Fitz. That's not right either. Fitz. That's not right either. Fitz. That's not right either.
Pen'in odasındaki, Poppy'nin odasındaki.
Fitz. That's not right either. Penny is that's not right either. Penny is used by almost maybe. An ornate trowel
Evet.
is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
Yalan söyleme.
Clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Let's take a closer look at these. The pot and soil was replaced by the pot and soil found in Freya's room. Nope. The pot and that's not right.
Flora'nın odasındaki değil. Freyan odasına gitmek
The
toprak.
pot, that's
Yeah.
not right either. The pot, that's not right either. The heart on the, that's not right either. The pot and almost, maybe just the pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again, when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
Ve yine şüphelerimizi giderelim bakalım.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those
Yapmak
red
istediler.
flower petals.
Hayır,
The
çiçekler hakkında.
petals.
They're from red roses, and there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Çözelim. Kırmızı güller. Nerede bulabiliriz kırmızı güller?
That's not right.
Bir kırmızı... Ha burada.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Bunu bilmiyoruz işte.
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
Kuşları mı çaldı bu? Ee,
One of Penny's birds. Almost. One of Penny's birds
Evet.
was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Penny kuşun ters başta bulunduğu kanıtı.
Let's take a closer look at these. This yellow feather was left
Evet,
behind
artık
by
çözüyoruz
Penny's
hızlı
yellow
hızlı.
bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself. So I
Nişanlısı
asked
değil mi
dear
ya?
Tabitha to
Niye
do
öyle
it for
şeyler
me.
yapıyor acaba?
I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him
5
out
saat
of his
27
shell.
dakika oldu.
I don't know what he sees in her miserable little...
Yayındayım hala.
I apologize. This
Yalnız bir
really is a
koltuk
good
almak
burden
lazım.
to bear.
Böyle normal koltukla çok zor oluyor. Evet. Flora'nın kulesinde. Melodi gibi bir ses. Gül var.
It's piano music.
Peki buraya ne lazım?
There's something about that pink cassette. Something.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
Poppy, söyle bakalım.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know
Saklama
what
artık,
kind
söyle.
of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
You used to like these colors.
Tarafta öyleydi çünkü.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to
Fotoğraf var.
like these colors. Let's take a closer look at this. The pink cassette. Now,
Bahçede bulunan değil. Pembe kaset.
the pink cassette. Almost. Maybe just chill. The pink cassette tape
Evet, şimdi oldu.
found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is.
Sensin, doğru söyle,
Okay.
sensin.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is pretty straightforward. The photo proves Poppy is the murderer.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Vay be.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Onu anladık.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Felix. Felix değil miydi?
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Goodness me! That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Pekala.
Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects.
Nasıl olmamışız her şeyi?
Not in an evil way, in a good way.
Oo baksana bir sürü şey sormamışız buna ya.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Bizarre things, aren't they?
Buna
Penelope
unutmuşuz
seems
sormayı.
rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people. I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Güzel güzel. Yeteneklisin.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Sende de bir şey var bakalım.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes. My daughter Fiona and her best friend, they grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Is that a clue? Really?
Bunları hızlı geçelim ya.
And the statue was...
Yes, you can see the snow. I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? Where did you find
Konuşmamışız.
that?
Baksana ben
It was in the
konuşsana.
library.
Really? How odd. What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold. Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead? Now this is still in very good condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes, so we shall. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Flora's
Yes.
quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I
Çözeceğiz
do.
o.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
Bahçedeki
She
heykelin
must do, but
şifresi
I admit
o
I've
oyuncakta
never managed
saklı.
to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The
Garip,
emotion
modern
of
resim
the
garip.
piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Allah Allah.
I'm as confused as you are. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall. What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
Güzel.
From what?
Güzel fikir.
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, is less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Bu tamam. Bunlar da tamam. Eşyaları sormamışız.
There's something about Felix's painting supply. Something
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Önce buna bir soralım.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I
Öyle misin?
used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not the right color.
You sure about that?
Not
Yeah.
entirely.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It has the wrong lid on.
You sure about that?
Ah,
Not entirely.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing?
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to. That almost makes sense, but it's not right.
doğrudan kırmızı boya kutusuyla karşılaşabilecek bir şey. Doğrudan.
That's not right.
Ne olabilir?
Let's take a closer look at this. Freya's... Nope.
Dur. Kırmızı boya kutularıyla ilgili tuhaf bir şey var mı? Var mı?
Freya's... That's not right.
Tuhaf bir şey var mı sizce? Ben göremiyorum tuhaf bir şey yani.
Freya's red. That's not right either. Freya's... That's not right either.
Ferrari kırmızı boya kutusu şu tarafından kırıldı.
Freya's red. That's not right either. Freya's red. That's not right either. Freya's... That's not right either.
Bu olamaz yani.
Freya's red. That's not right either.
Kırmızı boya kutularıyla ilgili tuhaf bir şey var mı? Var mı?
Freya's red. Almost. Maybe. Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red
Ha
paint
doğru,
pot,
hepsi
but the
köşeli.
lids were
Şey yuvarlak, o
swapped to
köşeli,
hide
bak
it.
onu unuttuk.
That red paint is from Freya's
Görmüyoruz ki,
supplies,
bakmıyoruz.
not yours.
Uykum geldi
Swapping the
ondan.
lids doesn't hide what you did.
Ya bitirmek de istiyorum şimdi.
Why are you
Sizin.
bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Felix'in Feraye'nin boya çalmasının cinayetle ne ilgisi var? Feraye onu Flora'ya çizmek için kullanmadan önce Felix Hmm. Tüm boyutları şununla doluydu.
All of the paint pots. Nope.
Değil. Hmm.
All of the paint. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. Lake water. Almost.
Ne alaka?
Maybe just.
Freya onu Flora'ya çizmek için kullanmadan önce bu kırmızı boya kutusu bir şekilde şununla doluydu.
This red paint pot
Evet.
was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint.
Peki neden
There
yalan
was a certain
söylüyorsun?
amount of time pressure. So I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care.
Normal, boyalar onun.
So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Evet. Flora'ya gidelim.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
Konuş artık.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Bir tüy bence.
That kinda makes sense, but no. That kinda makes sense.
Bıçağa benzer bir şey.
That's not it.
Bıçağa benzer ne var gençler? Cam mı?
That's not it.
Resimdeki bıçağa benzer şey açıklayan bir şey.
That's not it.
That's not it, that's not it. Hangi bu yani? Ne diyorsun yani? Bıçağa benzeyen bir şey. Ne olabilir o?
That's not it. That's not it.
That's not it. Hepsini sırayla
That's
geleceğim.
not it.
Kafam çalışmadı yani.
We'll get to that in a minute. That's not it. 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 We'll get to that in a minute. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
O zaman o şeyi daha bulamadım.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
That's not it.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Ne alakası var? Bıçak buradaymış. Bak burada.
The painted knife
Evet,
is
oradaymış
actually
yani.
just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's
Güzel
definitely
okumuş.
the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Bakalım. Kırmızı beyaz.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Dört tane, dört tane. Kırmızı beyaz ne olabilir?
That's not it.
Mürekkep kuşunun kırmızı beyaz olduğunu gösteren bir şey. Bir şey. Ne olabilir? Bunlar değil. Burada zaten kırmızı beyaz yok.
That kinda makes sense. That's not it. We'll get to that in a minute.
Burada var mı? Yok.
That's not it. That's not it.
Dersi yaptınız. Kırmızı beyaz.
That's not it.
Aha burada.
That's not it.
Değilmiş. Kırmızı beyaz olduğunu
That's
gösteren
not
bir
it.
şey.
That's not it. That's not it.
That's not it. That's
We'll
not it.
get to that in a minute. That's not it. That's not it.
Ne olabilir ki yani? Mürekkep mi? Kırmızı beyaz.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
Bu gizli olamaz
not
zaten. Bu hiç olamaz.
That's not it.
Bu da olamaz.
That's not it.
Bu olabilir mi?
That's not it. That's not it.
Öf.
That's not it.
Bunların hepsini yapmadım ben ya. Kırmızı beyaz.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this
Ama beyaz yok
bird
ki
as
onda,
part
kırmızı
of a
var
gift
sadece.
for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Neden olsun?
The ink dip bird
Evet.
was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Kuş
That
arıyor
way,
demek.
she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Hadi bakalım.
That's not right.
Şu tabii ki.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora?
Konuş kız.
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not. Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Yok, ona geçmedi.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene. We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Ay dur. Feraya saplanan şey bir bıçak mıydı? Neden tabloda kan vardı?
The ornate trowel, almost. Maybe. The ornate nope. A real knife. That's not right.
Gerçek bir bıçak. Dışarıda bulunamıyordu. Tanrı bıçağın durması için kan.
A feather found. That's not right either.
Dışarıdan bulunan bir tüy, kanlı bıçağı andırması için
A feather found out. That's not right either.
belki de tabloda kanı kullanan kişi Feraya'nın ta kendisiydi.
The painted. That's not right either. The painted ink dip feather. That's not right either. The painted. That's not right either. The painted. That's not right either.
Resmedilmiş mürekkep kuş tüyünün kanlı bıçağı andırması için boyaması için kırmızı ucunu boyamak için kullanmıştı.
The painted ink. That's not right either. The painted ink. That's not right either. The paint. That's not right either.
Ah, çözemiyorum. Resmedilmiş mürekkep kuş tüyünün kanlı bir bıçağı andırması için boya kutusundaki kan
The painted ink. That's not right either. The paint. That's not right either. The painted. That's not right either. A feather found. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
neyi değiştirebiliriz acaba? Dışarıda bulunan bir tüy kanlı bir bıçağı andırması için
A feather found. That's not right either. A feather. That's not right either. A feather. Almost. Maybe just.
mürekkep kuş tüyünün
A feather found. That's not right either. A feather. Almost. Maybe.
buraya ne girebilir acaba ya? Dışarıdan bulunan bir tüy kanlı bir bıçağı andırması için
A feather found outside. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
dur.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why?
Kesin
To
o
distract us?
heykeli açınca içeride bulacağız Firaya'yı.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle.
Yukarıdan
That
düştü o
is,
zaman.
from directly in front of her.
Ha, önünden.
But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
Evet, belki başka yerde öldürüp buraya getirildi. Ay artık bayılacağım yeter. Yarın kulesinde melodili gibi bir şey duyduk mu?
We already solved it.
Yarın kulesinde melodili gibi bir şey.
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah.
Melodili bir şey ne var? Bu var.
It's piano music.
Bu sesi de buraya piyano da gelmesi lazım. Başka melodili bir şey var mı?
There it is. The unfinished portrait of...
So, what, Freya?
What's that way?
Melodili bir şey ne var burada? Melodili bir şey var.
Freya's painting supplies.
Melodili bir şey ne olabilir?
A bunch of old books. Covered in dust now, but... A bunch of old books covered in dust now, but they look well.
Şu ne?
The whole room has a strange feeling about
Yeah, there might be a reason for that.
it. The whole room has a strange...
Yeah, there might be a reason.
Bulmak istiyorum o melodili
It's
ses.
so dark back there.
Somehow the sunlight...
Melodili bir şey de yok yani, bilemedim. Bilmiyorum. Ana girişte melodi gibi bir şey duyduk. Duyduk mu bakalım? Evet, oh be. Tamam. Hadi artık bulalım şunu. Müzik odasında bulamadık ya. Müzik odasında bu var.
Who plays the violin, I
It's
want?
pretty dusty. So I'm guessing nobody.
It's one of those big
Don't
pianos.
touch
Why
it.
not?
Might be haunted.
It's one of those big
Bak
Yeah.
pianos. Why not?
Might be
göstermiyor
haunted.
piyanoyu bize.
1. Oh,
Yep.
24.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
Piyanoyu göremeyeceğiz biz ya.
Oh, whatever it is,
Well,
it's...
it is gotta
What's
practice.
with all the broken glass?
Piyanoyu göremeyeceğiz. Piyano tuşları var ama piyanoyu göremeyeceğiz. Neyse artık yoruldum ya. Burada bırakıyorum. Kalanını haftaya oynarız. Kaldığımız yerden. Görüşürüz değerli dostlar. Güzel oyun ama beğendim. Biraz yoruldum ama beğendim.